I'm sure you've had a New York strip steak before, but have you had a butter basted New York strip steak? Alright, so we've made it back home, and the first thing we did was pat the steak dry as we could get it. Then we followed right up with our avocado oil. Well, we didn't have avocado oil, so we had to use olive oil, but you know, once the steak is nicely oiled up, now it's time for the seasoning. We're gonna grab some pink Himalayan sea salt and some pepper, applying a generous amount to both steaks, because if you apply a little bit, once you put it in the pan, all the seasoning is gonna rub right off, and your steak ain't gonna have no seasoning. We also season the cutting board, that way we don't miss a spot when it comes to the seasoning. We threw the steaks in the fridge for a few to let the seasonings do their magic. Neek was up first, so it's time for her to cook her steak. She goes on ahead and lays her steak away from her. Perfect technique. The pan was piping hot, ready to go, and we let that sear for about 5 minutes. Now it's time to flip. That crust could have been better, only because of that gray area right there. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Beautiful crust. The other side looks a lot better. We cooked that for another 4 to 5 minutes, and then it was time to share the fat cap. Went on ahead and let the fat cap sear for about 3 minutes. Here's how we're looking pretty good. And now it's time to baste the